live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
The opening tip is won by the Pistons. Jackson to Griffin. Jackson to Griffin. Jackson. Not that time. Knight into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. And the two. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Love. Oh, he had it. Jackson with it. Two-point advantage. Reggie Jackson missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Take stock of the floor. Jackson. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time. Sexton to Love. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Ah, you've got to get that one to go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Jackson. Fires the three. 3 homers in a game. How about a tough three from this Reggie Jackson?
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Sexton. Nance to Colin Sexton. 4-3. Like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark. Jackson with it. Leads 5. Shot from in close, no good. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board. Long heave from 3/4 court. That's it for the first quarter. The Pistons have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Kevin Love. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jackson with it. Up by 3. Down low for Griffin. Short jumper misses. Screen coming.
I told you the screen was coming.
From long range. That won't go. Jackson with it. Leads 3.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Goes to the left side. Here's a chance from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Knight into the front court. Down 3. To Love. Kevin Love. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Pistons ball here. Reggie Jackson, defended by Knight. Surveys the floor. Jackson gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Love gets it in the right corner. To Love. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Jackson with it. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Here comes the screen. Jackson to Drummond. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Swallowed up by Drummond. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First half in the books. The Pistons with the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pistons were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons. The Cavaliers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively.
Player of the half.
Andre Drummond put in the hard work that's needed to grab all of those rebounds. He was a rock for his team.
Who was cold?
Larry Nance hasn't been able to land a single shot thus far in this matchup. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Sexton. To Love. Defense making the ball handler work. Blake Griffin rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Jackson with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Griffin, the drive, right to the basket.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way. Hey, good catch.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
Screen coming. Sexton. Look out, Larry Nance Jr. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Jackson to Griffin. It's Love with the rebound. To Colin Sexton. Here comes the screen.
Shot.
And the rebound taken in by Jackson. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Jackson to Griffin. Good look that time, but off the mark.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
No good. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Wayne Ellington has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one goes down. And he makes them both.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Cavaliers with the basketball.
Big pick right there.
Short jumper won't go down.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Griffin. Doesn't get the bounce. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer.
That's his first.
Larry Nance Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 68%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Pistons have the lead. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Reggie Jackson, now 3 for 9.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Cavs at the controls. Sexton. To Love. 5 to shoot for Cleveland. Has a look. Osman's shot won't go. Jackson with it. Leads 4. Nothing going here on that drive.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. It's no good. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Nance to Love. Goes to the right side. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Pistons have it. Jackson. To Drummond. Lays it up and in.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Love. Kevin Love. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Jackson with it. 2-point advantage. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Sexton. To Love. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
People may not remember the old school Kevin Love, the one that used to beast you on the block. Now, he lives almost exclusively on the perimeter.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Love. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Another shot stays out. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Get it, shoot it again.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, Drummond snares the rebound. The Pistons are the winners as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pistons put one in the win column with a solid performance. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons. The Cavaliers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Andre Drummond put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.